Today we're going to be doing a full tutorial on how to tear down a Demon engine from Dodge, the Hemi engine, the Demon. Yes sir, we're going to be tearing it down. We've already got it out of this Jeep Wrangler that it was swapped into. We're going to tear it down all the way to the sleeves and the short block. I'm going to give a full tutorial and walkthrough as you're watching me tear it down behind me. So let's get Alright, so first things first, obviously we got some accessories that you got to take off. You're going to have the front pulleys to take off. If you didn't already take the water pump assembly off, you're going to have to take the water pump assembly off. You're also going to have to then take the entire front cover off to get to your camshaft and everything that is. Do that, you're going to have a bunch of, I think they're 8mm, they might be 10mm bolts for your oil pan. You're going to want to zip all those out. There's a hidden one on your back right side, so make sure you get that one out too. And then it's just a gasket, so you should be able to take a screwdriver and just pop it right off. Do better than I did because as you can see, I dropped it. Oil pump, that's going to be again I think 4 10mm bolts. They're long bolts. Can crack them loose with a ratchet first or hit them with an impact. They're pretty hefty bolts for what they are. They're only down to like 12 foot-pounds, so I just ripped them out. Once you get that out, if you are replacing the oil pump, disregard this message. If you are not, you're going to have to make sure that you keep it clocked in that exact same spot that it comes out to put it back in, because it's on a rotary type deal on the inside of there, and it's got to be back exactly in the right spot. Otherwise, when it tries to relearn, it's just going to cause problems and take too long, and it's a headache, so avoid that. Following that, you're going to want to take your tensioner off for your timing chain. You're going to want to take off the other guide for your timing chain on the other side. It's going to loosen it up nice and well, and then your crankshaft gear will be able to slide back and forth on your crankshaft, and you're going to slide it out just a little bit. That's going to give your chain a little bit of tension to droop off. You're going to take it off the bottom, then take it off the top, and you'll have your chain off. So now that we got that, let's get into the next step.
It depends on what I'm starting with. If it's all, if everything's fixed, I do not.
Now you've got 3 T30 Torx that hold the camshaft in its place, the plate for the camshaft. So those are going to have to come off. Pop them off. Those I highly recommend doing by hand with a ratchet before hitting them with the impact. Because if you round them out, if you mess them up, you're going to not be happy. Your boss is not going to be happy with you. If you are the boss, you're the foreman, you already know that you're not going to be happy. That's not a fun time, especially in that hardened steel. So just avoid it. Crack them loose first by hand, then go back with an impact, as you can see that I did here. Take that plate off, and in this engine, I actually wasn't able to take the crankshaft out, unfortunately, because when the engine failed, The crankshaft bearings failed also and collapsed around it, and this had to be yanked out with a slide hammer. So next we're going to turn the engine over 180 degrees and then have the crankshaft facing up. We're going to take all the crankshaft rod, or the piston rod journals that go to the crankshaft. We're going to take all of them off, take the, I think they're 12.12 millimeter bolts, you're going to, nuts that you're going to take off of the top, as well as the small ones. Take all them journals off, take all them piston holders off, and then at that point your crankshaft will be loose. I skipped a couple steps in there, but I wasn't going to explain how to take every bolt off. You'll see it once you flip it over. There's 2 different sets of bolts that you got to take off for the journals. And 12-point bolts off. There should be another set of them that you have to take off, and then you're gonna have to roll the engine over, not turn the whole block, just turn the crankshaft over. I use a pair of pliers with like a pad, or a pair of pliers with like a rag or something, not to damage your crankshaft rod. Turn it over 180 degrees so that you can access the other set of bolts and nuts to get the rest of the journals off. At that point, your pistons will be able to come off the top. I recommend taking a dead blow or like a plastic hammer, wooden mallet, and using that mallet to hit the top of them. It'll pop them out nice and easy, and then you're not damaging the piston at all, or the piston rings, or nothing like that. In this case, everything was already damaged, so it was quite easy just to say, you know what, we're just gonna get everything out so that we can fix it. But for the most part, if you're just tearing down an engine for whatever other purpose, whether you want to rebuild it, whatever it is, you want to take care with those parts, because pistons can be expensive, journals can be expensive, not even can be, they are expensive, and you don't want to have to replace them needlessly. So, plastic dead blow, wooden mallet, you hold the hammer portion, you hit on the top of it to push the piston out. Then, once you get your pistons out, if you are planning on sending this out to the machine shop, if you are going to be sending this anywhere, the machine shop will likely either not work on it or not like you a lot if you don't tear it all the way down to the short block. So you're gonna wanna take off the rod studs. Or if it has rod studs, if it has head bolts, you're fine, disregard. But you're gonna wanna take off the rod studs. You're gonna wanna take off the core plugs, the heat plugs. You're gonna wanna take off the extra electrical connectors for, I think that's engine coolant temp sensor, and another one is in the top there. You're gonna wanna take all them off. You're gonna wanna take everything off of the engine. Just leave the short block. If you are not doing the sleeves yourself, if you're having the machine shop take the sleeves out and just bore it out a little bit, then you don't have to worry about that. Leave the sleeves in there. But besides that, unless the machine shop specified for you, I highly recommend yanking it all the way down. You'll make their day much easier. They're gonna make your job be done a lot more quick, a lot faster, and it'll just make everybody's life easier. So that's how you do it. That's how you tear it down to the short block. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you. If you guys found value in it, you guys enjoyed it, please drop in the comments. Please hit like, please hit subscribe, and thank you so much.